The disclosure to repurpose the former prison facilities for women in St. Catherine was made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness during a marathon sitting of the House of Representatives on Wednesday night. The information came out during his response to questions from the opposition in relation to scheduled arrival of 62 deportees from the US on Friday.
So it's significant resources, and we're going to create a facility there that could become a long-term halfway facility to assist in the I hate to use the word repatriation, but when we bring back the deportees, we create a facility for them. So out of this has come some good, because we were able to bring our position to our partners.
The issue of the 52 Jamaicans who were not able to make it to shore was also addressed, with the government sticking to its guns, noting that there were many more Jamaicans at sea.
Was made. And I stand by the fact, and I commend those who followed the rules. We can't have it both ways. The rules were our borders are closed. If an exemption is to be made, it must go through a process. It went through a process. At the point when it came to us for a decision to be made, we were favorable to the decision being made. It is unfortunate that the ship left before.
Opposition spokesman on national security Fitz Jackson indicated that it was an emergency situation.
We're not talking about a situation where there was a planned entry into the Jamaican waters. What we had was an emergency situation where a vessel containing Jamaicans was in Jamaican waters, on the doorstep of Jamaica. Yes, it was an emergency, and I didn't expect them to break the rules and the laws. Don't give the impression, Prime Minister, that anyone is suggesting that the procedures and due process should be ignored.
Then, member, respectfully, what are you suggesting?
Please, I'm saying that no. I'm saying that in emergency situation like that, I recall very clearly, Prime Minister, when you were making the announcement for the border closure, you did indicate that for exceptional situations, what the provision was, the Minister of National Security would be contacted, and it is brought to the Cabinet, you being the chairman.
And the members who appeared not to be in any mood to leave Gordon House despite the late hour brought a new twist to the controversy. Attorney at law and opposition MP Anthony Hilton.
I'm saying if it is, then the considerations are different, because the protocols applied. No, Minister, you listen. The protocol applied to closed border, and I'm saying they were not. If they were within the border, they were not outside the border. That's a different set of consideration.
Remember,
it
is a fine point, but it has not escaped me. Simply to say, member, that they could have come into our territorial waters, but they would not have been landed. And they would have had to be landed. And that is a process. So it doesn't matter where they were. They could have been in a port in Cayman and asked. The question is whether or not they could be legally landed. And for that to happen, there is a process.
Javon Keys, Frontline News.